Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Please join us. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
An intimate gathering to start Shabbat with. We have new people here tonight. We have long-term people here tonight, long-term members here at Temple Abonim. Find someone you don't know. Turn around, welcome someone, ask someone if they want to sit with you. Let's greet Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
We come together in community and we yearn to enter into a quiet place, a place of respite, a place of repose, a place where we can enter into communication with ourself, with God, with prayer, with community. So whatever sort of stuff has filled your mind this week, try and let it go by. It'll be there. When Shabbat ends, it'll still be there. And hopefully the joys of the good parts of the week will still be there as well. So for just a moment, we'll enter into the spirit of Shabbat this evening. We're going to begin our worship on pages 120 and 121. I want to invite the Katz Road family to the Bima for lighting candles.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter the sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We are on page 126. Marilyn, would you lead us, please? This Marilyn.
I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all full of dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us, and to bring that vision to life.
So we start with gratitude, beginning any period of time, any endeavor with a focus on gratitude helps center us and bring us to a better place. Marilyn Strauss, on page 127, would you lead us and we'll join with you responsively, please?
There are days when we seek things for ourselves and that should have been given by what we do not think.
On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share.
There are days when we exploit nature as if it were born of them that can never be exhausted.
On Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation.
There are days when we act as if we care nothing for the rights of others.
On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty and a better world our goal.
So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace.
Page 128. On Sunday, our religious school students are going to be filling up this sanctuary, and they're going to be talking about loving our neighbor as ourselves. And I think it's really important that we're all here dwelling together, different ages, different genders, just different people being together, and that's what it's all about. Please join us. Inne ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Inne ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov anayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov anayim shevet achim gam yachad. So I'm curious, did anybody get out to enjoy the weather today a little bit? I felt this way the last 2 days. There were many times that I just looked up and said, I'm really grateful to be alive. It does not happen every day, but it happened the last 2 days. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat shalom.
We continue on page 144.
Yitkada v'yitkadash shemei Rabba v'amad divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayedechu beit Yisrael bagala bagala uvizman kariv v'imeru Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam Ulam Me'amaya Yitbarach Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yit'aleh V'yithalal Shemei D'Kudesha Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma, le'imeru.
Amen. Page 146, we come together in worship for the Baruch Hu. Those who are able, please rise.
Yai dai dai, yai dai dai dai, yai dai 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 dai. Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Susan, would you lead us, please? Page 148 in the middle of the page.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzbeat is your name. Ever-loving God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on.
Baruch Atah Adonai HaMa'ariv Aravim. We're at the top of page 150.
Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Havta Torah u'mitzvot Chokim u'mishpatim Otanu lemadeta Halken Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbeinu uvkumenu nasiach bechukecha Nizmach b'divrei Toratecha u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu Uvahem nege yomam v'layla Ve'ahavadcha al tasir Mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael Ohev amo Yisrael. Page 152. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We continue at the top of page 154 with the Ve'ahavta, which is all about showing our love for God. And there are so many ways that we do that every day. when we smile at people, when we say nice things to people, when we help them. So many ways to show our love for God. Think about ways you've shown your love for God today as we go through the Ve'ahavta.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'vetecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'ekumecha ukshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uchtavtam amzuzot betecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim le'Elohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim Lihiyot lachem le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem.
In the middle of page 157, Jamie, would you lead us and we'll join with you responsively? The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages, the vision of a world.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the seas.
Yai dai dai da dai da 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 dai yai dai dai da dai da 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 dai dai yai dai da dai da dai da 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 dai yai dai dai da yai dai 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 Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh Nora tehilot osef ele Nora tehilot osef ele Malechutecha ra'u b'necha bokei hayam Lifnei Moshe u'Miriam Zelianu ve'amru Zelianu ve'amru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed.
With Micha Mocha, we celebrate our freedom. We give thanks for our freedom. Page 160 and 161, the top few lines on each page, we offer prayers for being able to lie down for a calm and peaceful night of sleep and rest.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkivenu Leshalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Love and understanding, peace and friendship.
Page 162. I think everybody here remembered it's Shabbat, right? In case you forgot, we're singing the Shamru. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lazot en ha-Shabbat lendoratam beridolam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lazot en ha-Shabbat lendoratam beridolam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam, oti leolam, oti leolam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lazot en ha-Shabbat lendoratam beridolam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lazot et ha-Shabbat lendoratam beridolam. Ubayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lazot et ha-Shabbat lendoratam beridolam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lazot et ha-Shabbat lendoratam beridolam.
Beginning on page 164, we are in Tefillah, the heart of our prayer service, the heart of our worship service. We'll do several pages in Hebrew. Feel free to join with the Hebrew, join with the English below, or simply pray the words of your own heart. This is a moment to really connect with yourself. Let's stand.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufia Gitehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Ve'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Bekone Hakol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'Nehem B'Ma'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen Baruch Atah Adonai Magin Abraham Bezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia Mashiv HaRuach Morid Hatal Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim Sohomech Noflim Berofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Bal Gevurot Umido Melach Melech Memit Umechayeh Umatmiach Yeshua V'ne'emanata lehachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh U'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
Let's be seated. Jerry, would you lead us, please? The top of page 171.
Days pass, and years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with singing and our minds with knowing. But there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see wherever we gaze that the bush burns unconsumed. And we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know.
Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. On page 174, Ritzeh is our prayer, asking God to accept our prayers in whatever form they come. We're going to do the top 7 lines of Hebrew and the bottom 4 lines.
Ritzeh Adonai Eloheinu Be'amecha Yisrael U'tefilatam be'ahava Tikabel U'tehi leratzon Tamid Avodat Yisrael Yisrael Amecha El Karov Lechol Korah Penei Alavadecha Vechonenu Shefoch Ruchacha Aleinu V'techezen Einenu B'shuvecha L'Tzion Berachamim Baruch atah Adonai Hamachazir Shechenato B'Tzion.
At the top of page 177, we join together with our prayer for gratitude. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shincha ulecha na'eh lehodot. At the top of page 178, we join together with Shalom Rav, our prayer for peace, and after that we'll take a few moments for our own private personal prayer. When we come back together as one community in worship, we'll be at the bottom of page 180.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon L'chol hashalom, ki ata hu melech Adon, L'chol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol ed ubechol shah bishlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Our Misha Berach for healing can be found on page 371.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor Habracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen.
I invite anybody who would like to say the names aloud of people you're holding in your hearts who are in need of healing. If this is a moment when you are in need of healing, please include your own name as well. And know that when all these names are said together at the same time, the prayers for them join strength and power in community.
Shebera imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
We put our voices together to offer prayers for healing. We put our voices together to celebrate our simchas, our joys with each other. Who has, and we do that with Shehechianu, which can be found on page 648. So who's having a Shehechianu moment that you'd like to share with us tonight? Marilyn.
I am very excited about our new neighbors because the Lerishes just moved in 2 doors away from us. I found them there this afternoon, busily unpacking, and they said they somehow couldn't make it here tonight, but we could do a prayer for them in their new home.
Mazel tov to you on your new neighbors. Mazel tov to the Lerishes on their new home. A blessing for them. Edie.
To welcome a new person and potential prospective member. I just met this evening.
We are delighted to have you visiting us this evening, Becca. Welcome to our community. Feel free to come back here as often as you like. We have another new person tonight. You are welcome here. We are delighted to have visitors here. We're delighted to have new people. And Edie, thank you for welcoming new people in. Who else? Go ahead, Marilyn.
Okay, this is a more personal one. I'm kind of proud. Everybody knows that we're super proud of our daughter, the Israeli journalist. But last week she was in Bulgaria. So there is a community of 4,000 to 5,000 Jews left in Bulgaria, and some of them listen to Allison on the Promise podcast. And so she was invited there as part of their, what is it, the Limud conferences that they have.
Limud.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they had a retreat, and who knew that there's a beautiful ski resort in the Alps in Bulgaria, and there were like 400 or 500 wonderful Bulgarians there. And
Mazel tov to Allison and all that she does to bring us news about Israel. Whippoorwill, you had your hand up?
Well, last Friday, my cellar was full of men. They installed a new furnace in my house. I'm all set for the winter.
Shehechianu, for a new furnace to be ready for the winter. Amen to that. Amen to that. Anybody else?
Religious school has started. We had a Sunday at the beach. It was our first time we'd ever done that, and it was a hit. I think it was a hit. Right?
I think so too.
And so now we're back in the building. It's going to be such a busy day on Sunday. A lot of people in the building. Exciting times. If you've never been here on a Sunday, I invite you to come. We have a worship service that we start our religious school day off at 9:30, and it's just a lot of fun. And I'm not being sarcastic at all. I'm so looking forward to being with our kids and getting back in the swing of things.
Every day of religious school, every Sunday of religious school, we have a worship service from 9:30 to 10. We have adults not connected to the religious school who come. I remember when we began to have this, I said, I was promoting it, I said, well, who doesn't love a 30-minute service? And so we have people who come in, so on a Sunday morning, if you're in that kind of mood, please join us. Anybody else? A new roof. I'm sorry?
Like the roof here.
A new roof for you. Mazel tov, a new roof. New roof here. Mazel tov. For all the joys that we express out loud, as well as the ones that we hold within, we offer words of thanks with Shehechianu. Thank you, God, for giving us life, for sustaining us, for nurturing us, for bringing us to this very moment.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
The month preceding Rosh Hashanah is called Elul. We are halfway through it. If any of you looked up at the sky last night and noticed the full moon, that means we're right halfway into Elul, which means Rosh Hashanah is 2 weeks away. It's our tradition that during the month of Elul, we take, throughout the whole entire month, we take a serious cheshbon hanefesh. We take account of where we've been this last year, things we've done that we want to make up for, wrongs that we have committed that we want to ask forgiveness for. We want to clean our slate as much as possible as we prepare to enter a new year. And the word that is so often, well, first a word about sin. In our modern liberal Western world, when we hear the word sin, we think of something major that somebody else did. And in our liturgy in a few weeks on Yom Kippur, for the sin that we committed by this. In Judaism, sin is something you and I do every single day. Sin is when, literally, like as if I had a bow and arrow, I aim for the target and I miss it. So I go and I pick up the arrow and I come back and I try again. And so those are the kinds of sins that we talk about, which makes sin seem a lot more accessible, the idea of sin a lot more accessible to each of us. So during this period of time, we're going to be thinking about the sins that we have committed during the last year, and we're going to ask for teshuvah. And because we're going to be hearing and using the word teshuvah so often, and because we all have a sense of teshuvah as being atoning, repenting in some way or another, I brought a little study about teshuvah that I want us to look at tonight. This comes from Rabbi Art Green. I don't know if you're familiar with Rabbi Green. I've studied with him a good number of times. He, I don't think still is, but he was Dean of Hebrew College, Rabbinical School in Boston for a good number of years, and he's highly respected. He's written a number of books and papers, and from his book called These Are the Words is where this essay on teshuvah comes from. So a little bit of an understanding of teshuvah. One of the most important and original terms of Jewish moral thought, teshuvah, is quite inadequately rendered by the usual translation, repentance. To repent is to turn away from sin and seek forgiveness. Teshuvah is a much broader concept, one that goes to the very root of human existence. It is no wonder that the Talmud lists the power of teshuvah as one of those 7 things that existed before God created this world. Human life is inconceivable without teshuvah. And so all of a sudden we're getting this idea that teshuvah is more than atoning and repenting, that there's a lot more involved in this process. The first person to undertake teshuvah was the very first human being. Adam realized the magnitude of his sin in the garden, according to the Midrash, and sought to be reconciled with God. Teshuvah in this case would mean reestablishing the intimacy and trust that existed between God and God's beloved creatures before the expulsion from Eden. Teshuvah in this key story could not mean the recreation of innocence. That childlike aspect of Eden was gone forever. But a new relationship, one more mature, since it had faced and overcome the moment of doubt and betrayal, was Adam's goal. It is this deeper faith, one that emerges from struggle with the self, that is the goal of teshuvah. So, we've all had someone apologize to us and say, I'm sorry, and it kind of doesn't mean anything, kind of doesn't sound like anything. That doesn't do anything to really rebuild a relationship. But proper teshuvah, really offered sincerely, has the power of really doing repair work where repair is needed. And every relationship needs repair. Every person has done damage in their relationship, in the world, all around. All relationships need repair. And real teshuvah has that kind of power. He goes on. Another great paradigm of teshuvah is the biblical tale of Jonah. For this reason, it is read in the synagogue on Yom Kippur afternoon, as the special season of teshuvah draws near to its close. God teaches the prophet Jonah not to be cynical, to always maintain faith in the possibility of human transformation, just as God does. The prophet, who had longed for God to destroy the wicked city of Nineveh, is reminded that the city contains more than 120,000 people who do not know their right hand from their left, and much cattle. Most sinners are like fools or children, not knowing right from left, no more guilty than the cattle. Their Creator does not want to destroy them, but to see them transform their lives by turning to God. And truly we know there are some sins that are committed maliciously, purposefully, intentionally, but so many of the things we do unwittingly. We create little hurts. We cause little dents in another person that we don't even know about. So this is calling us to be a little bit more aware. which is what this whole period, this whole month is about. And he goes on to give one more view. The Kabbalah views teshuvah as a cosmic process, one that extends beyond humans and encompasses all life and being. It is identified with Bina, the third of the 10 Sfirot and the maternal force within God. All creatures are derived from the divine womb, and all contain within them a deep longing to return to that source. The human desire to reach out to God is as whole and natural as the trees stretching to grow toward the sunlight or the roots sinking deeper into the earth in quest for water. It's not surprising that the Kabbalists, the mystics, take teshuvah to a deeper level, to a more cosmic level, in the way that they think of it, and that a proper act of teshuvah can literally return us to a purer state of our existence when we were little, before we started making mistakes, before we started making sins knowingly and unknowingly. So one of the things we like to do on Friday nights often is talk. If this has brought up anything that you want to say, that you want to wonder about or express out loud about teshuvah, let's hear it. We have so much we can learn from each other. Does this inspire any thoughts from anyone?
Yes, this idea of transformation is an ongoing process.
Teshuvah as transformation is ongoing. Unfortunately, some of us more modern liberal Jews go to a prayer service maybe once a week, maybe once a month, or maybe once a year. In more traditional circles where people go to worship 3 times a day, every day, the teshuvah for the sin we have committed is in daily prayer. Because we do that all year long, and we want to be as aware of it as we can all year long so that we can correct it as soon as possible. I appreciate the reminder that transformation can happen on a daily basis. Shula. One of the requirements for teshuvah is humility. We have to be humble enough to admit that we sin, that we make mistakes, that we can go to another person and say, I'm sorry, I did this. I'm sorry in a full, real, apologizing kind of way. Humility. Thank you, Shula. Anybody? Edie?
Is forgiveness part of it as well?
To offer forgiveness? Maimonides wrote in Hilchot Tshuva, in the laws of Tshuva, that if I wrong you, I am obligated to go to you. And you are obligated to forgive. If you don't, I have to go to you 3 times. And if after the 3rd time you still don't forgive, the sin is on you. So yes, there's an obligation to do teshuvah, and there is an obligation to accept it. There's an obligation to realize there's growth, there's mistakes, there's transformation, there's change, and we need to acknowledge that. Really good question. Thank you. Ruth?
It has to be more extensive than saying, I'm sorry.
I often say, a 2-year-old can say, I'm sorry. It means nothing. In our Jewish tradition, the real way to give an apology, I'm sorry that and then say what it is that you did, to really own the behavior. I'm sorry that And the second step is to say, I know that it caused you, and if I don't know what it caused you, I need to ask you, what did this do to you? How did this affect you? So that I can not only claim my behavior, but understand the effects of it. I'm sorry that I know that it caused you. This is what I'm going to do to make it up to you. And this is what I'm going to do to try and never make that mistake again. We are human beings. We know that we can strive to do better and strive for perfection, but perfection is probably not going to happen. And mistakes that I have made, I'm probably going to make again. So, I think we've all given an off the hat, I'm sorry. And it doesn't do much. And I think we've probably all received, and I'm sorry. And it doesn't do much. But have you ever had the experience of receiving, I'm sorry that I know that it caused you. This is what I'm going to do to make it up to you. This is what I'm going to do to try to do better and not repeat those mistakes. Have you ever received that full of an apology and experienced the transformation from it? You may want to answer that out loud. You may not. And an even better question, have you ever given that kind of apology when you know that you've done something wrong? In Hilchot Tshuva, Maimonides, in his writings, Rabbi Art Green, in our high holiday liturgy, we have a lot to think about. And this month is really serious. Elul is really an important kind of month to help get us ready for it. Police Chief Lacrosse was here twice leading us in guided meditations to help us really open up and look inside and come to terms. A week from tomorrow night is our Slichot service, which is the Saturday night before Rosh Hashanah. Unless Rosh Hashanah comes on a Sunday like this year, then it's the Saturday before Rosh Hashanah. And we're going to be exploring and learning about Rhode Island's part in the slave trade industry as a way, connected to the 1619 project, as a way of understanding 400 years later. We have a part in that. And we have a part in what to do about that now. And that is a really good thing to look at during the month of Elul. There are things that we've done that we need to find ways to make right. If you would like, please take the handout with you. Talk about Teshuvah to your family, to your friends, to yourself. If you don't want to take it, that's fine too. We'll make sure that it gets reused or recycled. But I really want to encourage each of us to use this period of time to really look inside. Get ourselves ready for Rosh Hashanah in 2 weeks and 2 days. We are going to conclude our service with the Aleinu, beginning on page 586. We're in the middle of page 586, and once again, I invite you to rise.
Aleinu lishabeach ladon hakol, לתת גאולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Let's be seated.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא Bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad Ushemo 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 echad.
Page 594. It is a fearful thing to love what death can touch, a fearful thing to love, hope, dream, to be and oh to lose. A thing for fools this, and a holy thing to love. For your life has lived in me. Your laugh once lifted me. Your word was gift to me. To remember this brings a painful joy. 'Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing to love what death has touched. Page 598. As a community, we at Temple Habonim mourn the recent loss of life all around the world to acts of terrorism, to acts of senseless gun violence, to acts of natural disaster. As a community, we recall a number of yahrzeits. If I say the name of someone you're remembering, I invite you to stand when you hear their name and remain standing until we join you for Kaddish. Tonight we recall the yahrzeits of Jenica Rosenthal, stepfather of Harry Friedman, Joseph Greenspan, grandfather of Neil Greenspan, Jan Brink, sister of Judy Katz, Louis Katz, father of Judy Katz, Abraham Posis, father of Roy Posis, Marvin Gibber, father of Lauren Scheckman, Ray Frager, aunt-in-law of Marilyn Strauss, great-aunt of Leslie Katz. If there's anyone here who's mourning a recent death, or recalling someone in the first year of mourning, or recalling a yahrzeit I didn't mention, I invite you to stand and tell us who you remember and who that person was to you.
Jake Antrow, a high school classmate, and my dear cousin Mary.
Two friends and colleagues, Sidney Goldstein and my friend Jay Orson. And then we've also lost in the last few weeks two neighbors, Lois Lombardi, Kathleen Pillsbury.
My cousin, Ronald Beatrice, actually died a couple of months ago, and I was unaware. He was alone in the world, and I just found out that we lost him. And furthermore, our niece's mother-in-law, who is
Zecher Tzadik Livracha, the name of each person we recall brings blessing. Let's stand. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma Divra Cherutei V'yamlich Malchutei B'chayei Chon Uv'yomei Chon Uv'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala Uvizman Kariv Ve'imru Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Ul'omei Omaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yit'aleh V'yithalal Shemei Dekudisha La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Oseh shalom bimromav Huya aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all the Jewish people, to all humanity everywhere across the world, as together we say, Amen. Please be seated.
Oseh shalom bimromav Huya aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Before our closing song, I want to thank Shula and Sophie for greeting at the door. We're very appreciative of that. As you leave and you hand your books back to them so they can put them away in the cabinet, be sure if you don't want to keep this, if you don't want to take it with you, leave it here. Just don't fold it and put it inside the book, please. And when we do end after Kiddush and Motzi, invite everybody to join us in the Oneg sponsored by the Katz family.
So on page 662, there'll be a musician visiting later in the fall time. Her name is Chava Morel, and she brought us this melody for one of the songs that we sing during the high holidays, Achat Sha'alti. And so I'm going to read the English first so we can really get a grasp of what we're talking about here. One thing I ask of Adonai, only that do I seek, to live in the house of Adonai all of the days of my life, to gaze upon the beauty of Adonai, and to frequent God's temple. So we can work on that for this coming year. Achat Sha'alti B'nei Adonai Achat Sha'alti Ota Vakesh. Try that with me. Achat Sha'alti Me'ed Adonai Achat Sha'alti Ota Vakesh. Shivti, Shivti B'veit Adonai Shivti, Shivti Kol Yemei Chayai Shivti, Shivti B'veit Adonai Shivti, Shivti Kol Yemei Chayai. One thing I ask of you, O Adonai, to be with me all the days of my life.
Traditionally, Psalm 27, which this comes from, is one of the prayers that we say, that we sing, that we study during the month of Elul, preparing us for the holidays. So you'll be hearing this melody more and more. We join together in Kiddush, page 123.
I got excited. I got very excited. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lemaaseh bereshit ki hu yom techila L'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat mitzrayim kivanu b'charta be'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha V'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen.
L'chaim.
L'chaim. Man, oh man, the Shabbats. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat shalom.